Good morning, Dr. Simone here with your motivational message for Monday. It's the medical edition. It's relationships. We're going to explain relationships and different types of relationships in a medical sense. Now, we all are involved in relationships, business relationships, platonic relationships, emotional relationships. We all have relationships. But when you look at relationships in this manner, maybe it will help you to figure out what you should do with these relationships. Now, let's take it this way. You have some relationships, and all relationships go through things. You have some relationships, and when things happen, you can just put a bandage on it. Now, you know when you have a cut, you put a bandage on, you put a little Neosporin on it, and in a couple days after you make sure it stays clean and dry, it scabs up, it's fine. Those are simple problems. Those are things in relationships that, okay, we can put a bandage on it, we can let it heal, we can work on it, it'll be okay. Then you have those types of relationships and those situations of relationships that require stitches because the hurt and the situation goes deeper than just a scratch on the surface. So you have to sew that up. You have to bandage that up. You have to put the medicine on it. You have to keep it dry. You have to tend to it. You have to make sure it's healing right. And then when it's fine and it's finished and it's healthy, you can take the stitches out. But it will leave a scar to remind you that, oh, wait a minute, something happened there that I needed to stitch up, but we gonna move past because it closed up. But then you have those relationships that need amputation. Those relationships that you can't put a bandage on. You can't stitch it up. It has to be cut off, because if you don't cut it off, it is going to infect your whole body, your whole everything. And the longer you keep it on, the longer it's going to spread, the longer it's going to get to your heart, the longer it's going to make everything sick. So the only way to save the rest of you is to cut that off. Now, I'm not saying I'm for relationships to be over. I'm for a healthy mind, body, and spirit. And if you have a relationship that is not serving you well, and you have relationships where you have to continue to put a bandage on it, and then you keep playing with it and it gets deeper, then you got to stitch it. And then you think the stitches are going to do well, but it doesn't, because you keep opening up the stitches and picking with it. It's going to end up needing an amputation. And sometimes people come in our lives and we just know straight well, no, this needs to be amputated. So what we need to do today on this Monday is we need to reflect on the relationships that we have. And we need to realize, are we going through things where we could just put bandages on? Are we going through things where it needs stitches and we don't want stitches all over? But how many stitches, how many stitch things do we have? And how many of those stitches problems are related to each other? And then we have to go through all our types of relationships and figure out, do some of these relationships need to be amputated? Because it's affecting everything. I just wanted to put it in that perspective, because relationships are here and here. And when we get hurt physically, we feel it. Sometimes, many times, we need to look at relationships as physical, because we do feel it, but we discard that because we feel it in here. No, it affects everything. So figure out what type of relationship you have. Do you have the one that, has bandages, stitches, or you need an amputation? Only you know that. I can't tell you what to do. I can only lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink. Everybody have a wonderful, great, fantastic Monday. Don't let those people who get on your nerves are going to catch them hands. Don't let them get on your nerves today. Put your hands up and say, God, take it away, take it away. Dr. Simone is out. Good morning, Taffy, Shaka, Kendall. Everybody share this video, especially with someone who needs to hear about relationships, or somebody you're in a relationship with that needs to hear what you're trying to say. Dr. Simone is out. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Love you. Oh, I can't turn the video off.